So you have a dueling nature of masculine and feminine, and they are equal opposite, and they're just based in genetics, really. Men are more concerned with women's sexual past, or we are just as concerned as with her sexual past as she is concerned about his financial future. At a genetic baseline, like at a fundamental disposition between the two sexes. So, what does this mean? Financial future and financial present, really, it's a capacity to provide. Like, women will generally look for men that earn double what they earn, and it's basically ensuring the future stability of themselves and their offspring through the mothering process, through the raising of a family. Can this guy take care of me? That's the question. The question he's asking is, can she pair bond with me? So this is provider, and this is pair bond. And the reason why you want that pair bond is you want her to be merged with you to get through the waves of emotion, the boredom that comes with a lifelong partnership. That can happen. The getting through their own dark side, like the shadow work. It takes a strong pair bond. It takes a pair bond to, will this woman, destroy my financial future because she feels unhappy some day, some month. And a lot of times they're looking at sexual past, because one, you can look at the how long these relationships last. The 80% happy virgin marriages after 10 years, and it drops dramatically after two partners. So he wants to understand, if she's going to be pining over some other guy. Because if you look at, like, Jada Pinkett Smith, she had Tupac, and she spent all her life dreaming about Tupac while she was married to Will Smith. When you think about Rose, who is, spending her whole life thinking about Jack, while she was married to some whole other dude, spending his life devoted to her and, raising kids. Like, she never forgot. Like, every night in my dreams. Like, no guy wants to be an energetic cuck to some guy in her past. And so that's the downside of, like, women have to think about how unattracted they are to bums, right? Just financially broke dudes. How they're just invisible. That's the way promiscuous women are to men. Energetically, on a heart level. Like, men will still sleep with you if you slept with a lot of people, but energetically he cannot bond with you because he's competing with a group of people. So that's the challenge of the structure. That's the challenge of modernity, right? A lot of men don't out earn women anymore in the workplace. A lot of women, most marriages are not virgin marriages. They're 5. A lot of people say that's between 20 and 30 because they've been active in the sexual marketplace for 10, 12 years, and they get married by 30. And so what are you competing with at that point? It's a challenge. Like, fundamentally, it's a very big challenge. Like, with inflation, how difficult it is to have a stable financial situation. The majority of Americans can't afford a $400 bill. That being said, that's where we're coming from. If we understand what we want, we can more closely understand what the reconciliation is. Like, how do we reconcile these conflicting and converging drives? And a lot of times that's through traditional marriage, and that was always the compromise. And with the caveat, I mean, men being strong providers and women having sexual integrity is the reconciliation of these two. Make sure we are what the other partner wants, and that's it.